Good afternoon. Welcome to another live interview session planned in line with the South Asian Educational Summit 2022. South Asian Educational Summit 2022 is planned from 18th to 20th June 2022 in Colombo, Sri Lanka. So this summit is focused on ECCD and general education. And I take this an opportunity to invite all 7 countries to join in hand with us on this event planned in June 2022. So today's interview is to discuss on happy early childhood education for a better future in India. So in that case, I believe we have the ideal guest, Mrs. Savita, a happy parenting and holistic habit coach in India. So welcome, ma'am. And we have our special guest, Dr. Dheeraj Malhotra from Kunwar Global School. Welcome, dear sir, for this discussion. And we have Mrs. Sumaya, who will be the host for today's interview. Welcome, ma'am. So first of all, I would like to invite Dr. Dheeraj, our special guest, to speak a few words.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. And as always, I take this opportunity to share my views with this platform. And we're looking forward to the educational summit slated in June at Colombo, and with spearheaded by Mr. Chanaka and the supporting country representatives. I'm very sure this event is going to rock, and not only rock, but will be an opportunity for all of us to share the views all around and make it a possibility to dwell learning as a priority. Well, the topic, happy early childhood education. We have a special mention of this in our national education policy, and which is being implemented in schools now in a big way. And not only this, we are also looking forward to introduction of early child care and the new system of education, where the schooling is going to be right from 2.5 years, and that proceeds further to the university and the higher education level. Partners to learning. As an educationist, I feel that it is high time for all of us to look forward to the safety, the security, and above all, the life skills, which is a prerequisite for the new age requirements, whether it's a field of artificial intelligence or it is to do with the cloud computing. It is all the need of the hour. So looking forward to participating in the summit. And also I take this opportunity to welcome our dear educators from all around the world to be the part of this. And also welcome Madam Savita today to represent India and take it forward. May God bless you and all the wonderful members around. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, sir, for your brief introduction on this timely topic. So from here onwards, I think Ms. Sumaya from Bangladesh can continue the interview.
Thank you very much, Hasini ma'am, to be here with me to support in this discussion. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, all. On behalf of the South Asian Association for ECCD, that means Early Childhood Care and Development, with a collaboration of 7 countries, I would like to welcome an aspiring happy parenting and holistic habit coach, Ms. Vita ma'am from India.
Thank you.
Today, our discussion topic, the theme would be on the approaches and principles of quality early childhood education. And the topic that we are going to talk about is the nature of early childhood education. I am Sumaya Samad Mehtaj from Abak Public School, Bangladesh. I am glad to have this opportunity to have this discussion today. So first of all, I'd like to invite Savita ma'am to give a brief introduction of yourself from your end.
Okay, thank you, Sumaya. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Behind every young child who believes in himself is a parent who believes first. Well, my name is Savita, and happy parenting coach and holistic habit coach, and also having a half a decade of experience in corporate as a compliance and commission. Also, proud mother of two intelligent kids, an energy booster for parents who are struggling to handle newborn till 10 years of age, and holistic child nutrition and child brain booster for working parents. Yeah, I'm a founder of Health Hub, Wisdom Health Hub, and I'm on a mission to help 1 million working parents to achieve happiness and happy parenting and nutrition booster for their child. Yeah, this is me.
Thank you very much. That's a great introduction from your end, ma'am. So can you explain the nature of early childhood education in your country as an example value for ECCD?
Early childhood care and education is more than a preparation for primary school. And it is aims to the holistic development of the child, social, emotional, and cognitive and physical needs in order to build a solid and broad foundation for lifelong learning and well-being. That is the nature of early childhood education in our country.
All right. So what is the parents' interest in ECCD, and what do they expect from the ECCD center in your country, ma'am?
Okay, basically parents need a clean and organized space for child. That is the basic thing which parents will look into it, and most both indoor and outdoor. The space should be provide ample room for child to play and learn without any non-child friendly item around. And the environment needs to be safe, free for danger, and broken furniture and toys. Those are the basic things which usually parents look into it. And these are the things mainly parents look into it. And also they must be worried, like most of the parents will be working in India or any other country, if I say. So what they will be thinking, like they don't have time to spend with child, like if learning could not be left behind if they are not spending time with kids. So these are the main thing which they are looking out through ECCD center.
So the government must be involved. So how is the government involved in early childhood education in your country, ma'am?
Yeah, the central government performs education functions through NCERT, that is the National Council of Education, Research and Training, and UGC is there, central universities and central schools of organization, etc. is there. Central government also partially finance some programs which is planned and implemented by state government. So if they provide implemented plan to central government, surely central government will look into it, and partially they'll do finance as well.
All right, ma'am. So what are the national policies on ECCD in your country now?
The vision of the policy is to achieve holistic development and active learning capacity of all children below 6 years of age, to promote them like free, universal, inclusive, equitable, and joyful contextualized opportunities for laying foundation and attaining full potential and the full potential. And the government of India had formulated national policy of education in 1986 to promote education. The policy focuses on overall development of young children and visualize ECCA as an important factor strengthening primary education in our country.
All right, so that is the national curriculum of early childhood education in your country. So, ma'am, what is the nature of ECCD curriculum in your country now? What is the nature?
I think your voice is breaking a bit. I'm not able to hear.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, tell me.
So I was telling that it was the national curriculum for the early childhood education that you have been explaining. So what is the nature of the ECCD curriculum in your country?
Nature of the ECCA curriculum is like central government have planned the care and education of children births to 8 years of age. It includes early stimulation program through creches and home stimulation 0 to 3 years of age. And the program at the early stage helps to ensure opportunities for holistic learning and growth. The ECCA program needs to be determined by children developmental needs, providing more need-based of inputs and enabling environment. Given this needs an individual approach, it was believed that common curriculum will not be sufficient for the child, newborn child, like 2 years of child. So what they have done that ECCA program of offer this currently do not have developmental appropriate program for the young child. If they create that vacuum, the old process program, the downward extensions and primary stage curricular leading is overburden for the kid. So what they will do, they have come up with the three sections. That is, the first section is consists of introduction, visions of Indian child, and rational and theoretical foundation of ECCE. And this section 2 is mainly comprises of details of goals of different domain of developmental, that is physical, language, cognitive, social, emotional, and creative, to be fostered to ensure holistic development and children under 6 years. And the third is focus on implementation of details such principles program planning, stages of program planning, and role of parents and caregiver and the ECCE teacher, essential play materials and assessment procedure, etc. in section 3.
All right, ma'am, that's a very wonderful explanation. So, ma'am, how can you explain the internal and external physical environment in the ECCD centers in your country?
Current of early childhood and care center is like incorporate indoor and outdoor structures, design elements, for example, room size, outdoor space, layout, furniture, garden, kids like playing, right? So they plan about garden and play equipment, colors, like newborns and when the primary school kids love playing with the colors. They introduce colors as well. And temperature of the room and air quality, noises and lighting. These are the stuff which they'll take care of it. Yeah.
And what are the main characteristics of the teaching learning process in ECCD centers in your country?
Yeah, language. Babies are born ready to learn languages. They start with the language. So from the beginning of your infant will be listening to the sounds, ears around them, like what the noise are there and the sound. Basically, they hear the sound. And walking and running, concepts, pretend play. They love pretend play, like peekaboo and all. They love playing that one. And fine motor skills, independence, and tantrums. Most of the kids throw tantrums, so that will be their teacher should play very important role here. And separation anxiety, like when parents leave them and go, they feel separation anxiety as well. These are the characteristics school will look into it. Main, like teachers play most important role in this one.
All right, ma'am. So how do the ECCD teachers assess students' performance in ECCD centers?
Teachers full of positive energy. They should be like full energized in the classroom, and children motivated by teachers, and mingle with the children in various activities which leads to children and teacher constructing idea together and learn together.
That's a great idea. A good relationship, exactly. I think, happens between the teacher and the students. Yeah. So, ma'am, how is the parents' involvement at home for the holistic development of the children in the early childhood stage?
Yes, parent plays a very good role here. Parents can serve an excellent role model. Teaching by example, introducing children early in healthy lifestyles, choices, and stage for them to transform these behavior into lifelong habits. And idle, this is idle for children, and children should engage in at least 1 hour of vigorous physical activity every day. So they should make sure that they are playing with physically playing. So nowadays, you know that COVID-19 hit us and kids are not going out, and they need like physical activity, like vigorous 1 hour, at least 1 hour physical activity is required. So parents should make sure that they are allowing them to go out and play. I think I lost the connection, is it? Sumaya?
Yeah, I think she lost the connection.
Okay.
We just wait for a minute or two, and if she is unable to join, I'll just continue with the interview.
Sure.
Okay, ma'am, I think I'll continue with the interview.
No issues.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
for the inconvenience.
No
Yeah,
issues.
ma'am. What are the minimum qualifications of an ECCD teacher in your country? Like, what are the opportunities for career enhancement to them in your country?
Anyone above 18 18 plus is eligible for pursue ECC courses. The requirement of enroll for the course is 10 plus 2 level of qualification, and marks of admission vary from institutions to institute. Like most institute conduct entrance exam plus interviews in that case. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Like, what's the interest of school leavers in your country to become ECCD teachers?
Okay. They provide structure and help children to grow in their reading and writing skills, and teach science and help children understand themselves. And preschool lays a foundation for kids to understand what is school actually. The teachers use a varieties of methods to help children to grow cognitively as well as conceptually. So yeah, teacher plays a very good role here as well.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I guess that's all with the questionnaire. But I guess as an expert on this field, you might have many more things to add, like many more things to share with us. So I think that this is the opportunity for you to share your experience, or if there's anything else that you would like to add.
This is one of my best topic. Like as I said, I'm very proud mother of intelligent 2 kids. So I introduced them very early age. Like for my elder son, I've already in 1.5 year age I sent to play school, and my younger son, though I can't send him out now, I'm only giving a homeschooling. Like I've taken a program called Uptour, where they provide like fine motor skills and other stuff, cognitive and hand movements and all. They have varieties of toys and varieties of flashcards. Like if you're not sending out for school in this situation, you can start teaching them in this house itself, like providing them the toys and colorful play-dohs are available. You can give them play-dohs and introduce flashcards. That is the most important. If you introduce flashcards in very early age, they like their eye movements and all, like they recognize the things very early age. The early childhood education can provide significant gain in children learning and development. Its high quality early childhood education assists many at-risk children in avoiding poor outcome, like such as dropping out of school, although the benefits seems to cross economic and social lines. The most significant gain are almost always noted among children from families with the lowest income level and the least amount of formal education. However, whether these benefits are long lasting is disputed. Some study focused on IQ score gain and disadvantaged children in Head Start program. And also study also indicate that ECC program provides persistent gain on achievement test score, along with fewer occurrence of being held back in grade and being placed in special education program. Other long-term benefits includes decreased crime and increased high school graduation. One extensive study found that people who participated in ECCE were less likely to be welfare as adults compared to those who had not received any childhood education. That's what I wanted to tell.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. As you mentioned, I'm also a mother of two mischievous boys. So I guess apart from the professional guidance, I've learned some life lessons as well. And I guess Ms. Sumaya would have, if you have anything else to ask from Mrs. Savita, this is the time for you, Ms. Sumaya.
It was a very informative, rich discussion, and even I have learned a lot. Although I don't have any mischievous children, but I'm learning from the discussion that how to teach the children and the process and all these innovative ideas to enrich their knowledge from a very young level. It was very much helpful for me. And thank you very much, ma'am, for this wonderful discussion you had with us.
It's not like that we are expert in that one, or it's like everyday learning process. With the children, we are also learning with them. That is the thing. It's not like we are instructing them to do some what we want to tell them to do. It's like giving and taking a thing. We are learning from them actually. We are a lot more to learn from kids.
Yes, ma'am. That was please.
Yes, Miss Sumaya, you can continue. No problem.
I was just saying that it was really helpful, and learning from the children and acquiring that into ourselves. Although we know it, but again, when we hear it, we again come to learn about the fact that we come to know about, we can learn from the children. And how can we learn from the children? The good in them, the way they present themselves, the way they represent their ideas is just amazing. The way you discussed. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you so much for
this way of discussion you did with us today.
Yes, ma'am. From my personal experience, I have a small question from you, from Mrs. Savita. Even though it's a personal question, I believe most of the mothers would have the same scenario. Now, my eldest, he's 6 years, almost 6.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very intelligent boy. He's reading science journals, he's watching Discovery, but he's a little bit hyperactive. The thing is, he cannot focus on a thing for he cannot focus for more than 5 minutes. But when it comes to a Discovery program or a journal, he would focus on that. But when it comes to writing, or as maybe on a sports lesson or something, it's very difficult for him to focus on that. Concentration is the problem. But intelligent wise, I believe he's really intelligent. He can grab the things from the first teaching itself, but he has this focus. He has this problem. He cannot concentrate, and it's very difficult for him to sit in a class for 45 minutes. Maybe during a period, his teacher is complaining that he'll get up around 5-6 times and walk to the other corner of the class and again come back. Likewise, the problem is with the concentration and the focus. So do you have anything to add on this case?
That is the main thing. Everybody as a parents, we have that he is not concentrating. That's the myth. First myth. We all have that one. So we need to break that one. If you observe your child, they'll be doing some other thing, but they'll be concentrating what we are doing. So that is the thing, like a child will be learning whatever they might be doing, but they'll be learning. The learning process is like goes on. So that is the one thing. And he's not sitting for the studies, but he's interested in discovery. That's the thing he's showing there. So he's interested in something else. He's not interested in that. Still, we need to, we should not tell him that you should not write or you should not study, but we can give them an activity. You can make that fun. Like kids like fun, right? So studying, come study, they won't come. So you should make that was like a fun activity. Introduce some, like a, take a dough. If you want to tell him to write alphabets or the letters or the sight words, make it with a dough, and put the doughs. I'm playing with this one. Will you join? Would you interested to join with this? They'll definitely come and join. Or show some fun elements in that one. Had some fun elements. And the writing problem, what I can say is, if you guys in Sri Lanka, if you use rice, take a rice in the plate and tell them to write in that rice. So when they start writing, their fingers moves and the fine motor skills will work properly. So when they write in the rice, it's easy for them to like concentrate in writing and studying. So we need to add little fun in that one. They'll definitely come and do that one.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am, for that personal advice.
Yeah.
Now, like in your like designation itself, like we find the word holistic habit. So how do you elaborate this?
Nowadays, you know that kids are like watching TV, indulge for so much of junk and all. So they are like they are forgetting. Even parents, they don't have time to look into it. Like whatever is available, they'll give it to them, and they'll most of the time they'll buy snacks from outside and they'll give it. But in my case, if forget about the junk, whatever they are asking, like anyway, you have already introduced them, burger, pizza, chips, all those stuffs, ice cream, chocolate and all. Whenever we find time, you can cook at home. That will not take much time at all. Like you can you know what is going inside the ingredients, what you are putting inside the thing, and you are giving it to your child. And as you know, the world is become adulteration so much that is very dangerous for our kids. So wherever possible, wherever you can able to change the thing, you can do it at home itself. So that is the holistic basically I meant. And yeah, you can do it at home itself. Like instead of giving chocolate or ice cream, you can make a habit of giving fruits, for snacks, fruits, or cook something which is there available in your home. Make some design and you can give them. They definitely eat. 1 or 2 days they can refuse it, but third day definitely they'll eat. That's my personal experience. I do for my kids. Till now, I have not introduced anything outside junk to my kids. Even if you go and ask him what is Maggie, you don't know what is Maggie is. Other days, teacher is telling that the Maggie is something. He's coming and asking me, Mama, what is Maggie? So that's how you can prepare your child lifestyles, I can say.
Yeah, ma'am, I totally agree with that fact, because I'm practicing the same here with my kids, because they're not like when they go to a hotel or something, like they want to try out sausages, because we don't eat sausages at home, because it's something like different for them when they go out. So sometimes like it's like a humiliation for us also when we go out like that. They don't know what is sausages. So what I did was like I just got the recipe to make it at home, and now like they're okay with that. So I mean, I just wanted to make them familiar with sausages, otherwise we'll be in trouble when we go out. So I have the same experience, and I totally agree with the facts you share. So like how do you rate the parents in your country? Like, do you think that they are happy parents or they are unhappy parents? Like most
of the time parents are working, they'll be thinking, they'll be in a guilt, like I'm not giving much time to my kid, and they'll go to office, but their entire mind will be this on the kid, like daycare or a creche or a nanny who is taking care of the kid. So as my personal opinion, parents are not happy with what they are doing. We cannot blame them as they are working and they are planning. But somewhere I feel that parents are not happy because they are not giving much time to kids, where they need to see all the milestone of the kid, like when they're walking, when they're standing, when they're running and all. But that opportunity is not there because they are working. Yeah, they are not happy, I can say.
Okay.
So like,
I,
yes,
yeah,
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I had one question.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, today's kids are supposed to have anger issues. So, in that case, what would you suggest to manage that anger issues with the children?
I have a statement that I'll tell to myself. I will not tell to myself. Every day the morning ritual start with like this. I raise myself before I raise my children. So anger issue is not with the kid. What we are showing them, how we are treating them. That's how they cultivate that habit. So when you correct yourself, your kids, you no need to correct them. They are like a empty paper. They came now. So what you are showing, that is only they are learning. So when you correct yourself, and then definitely that will go off. That is not an anger issue with the kids, anger issue with us.
Exactly what they see, they learn from that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Hasini ma'am, if you have anything to ask.
Yeah, like I would like to link this question with the unhappy parents, like the majority of unhappy parents, not only in your country, like most probably in Sri Lanka as well. So what are the strategies like you suggest to make them happy parents?
Yeah, that is the vast, I can say. Like first thing, like how we get up in the morning. That's the foundation we are setting for the day, right? Like how we get up. What are the rituals we are following? Like most of the people, most of the parents, they'll get up with the what should I prepare today for breakfast? So what are the mails I have received from the office? These are the things they'll get up like that. So first thing, when they get up, they should be happy. The first thing, they should be happy for whatever they have. They should be grateful for the things which we have today. And then we should have little rituals like 15-20 minutes rituals, exercise, meditation, whatever, what makes them to feel happy. Like I follow, like my day start with 5:30. I get up, I do yoga, meditation, pranayama, as everything, and then I write a journal. Like what are the goal setting I'll do, and as I said, I write. I raise myself before raising my kid, and those are the statement like affirmation we need to write. So this is setting up in the morning. It will take you throughout the day. So it's a long process. It will not happen immediately. So you should change yourself, your habits first. Like morning when you wake up, you should be little writes or gratitude journal or whatever makes you feel happy. You should follow that one. Then you can be, definitely you can be happy parent.
Okay. So, ma'am, what is the bad effects due to COVID for parent-child relationships, and how can you make positive relationships in this case?
Everybody knows that when COVID hit us, we started working from home, and kids will be there. We have to manage work, we have to manage household chores, and including that online classes. We have to sit with the kid if class is happening. So it's a mental pressure for all of us, like parents or kids are not going out. They are watching TV, they are indulging so much of junk and all. So it's a big problem actually, but slowly at least find some me time for parents. And play with kids, like give them a valid time for kids. Like it's not that you're sitting and watching mobile or TV. Play with them like full mindfulness. Like if you're playing with kids, don't touch the mobile or phone or laptop. So play with them, understand each other. Then you can, if you give at least 15 minutes time for them, it will be very good for them. Like and morning when classes are started and you are telling your kid to wake up, wake up, wake up. If you scream like firefighter, I call it as firefighter. If you scream, why the shoe is here? Supposed to be there in the rack, right? And why you didn't have your milk? And like you didn't finish your homework. Today is the deadline. Instead of screaming like that, if you calm down, take a moment and calm down. Go touch them. Like physical touch is very important for kids. Like they'll be very they'll be expecting all those things. So when you touch the kid and wake up, tell the exam. Yeah, even I know it's very hard time. Even I felt like when I was in child, I never felt going to school, but still we need to go there. So you should pamper them a little bit. So start like that. Even their journey will also start like that. And while before going to sleep, 1 hour before, don't touch the mobile, don't show the TV for them. And yeah, storytelling thing and all, if you include, it will be very good for them and for us also.
That's a really very good idea. But again, ma'am, as a result of COVID, children are isolated with mobile devices, and all are isolated within the house. And as happy parents, advise all the parents in South Asian countries how to make it a good deal.
We should not give mobiles to the kid. That is the main thing. That is like it's taking their intelligence away. They are just watching. They are not moving at all. They are not doing it. They are not learning anything from that one. So first thing, we should not give the mobiles to them. If you are already given, so you should find a way, because you have given the phone, so you should slowly take it out. Like you can introduce something. If you are playing, if you are doing something interesting there, definitely they'll come and join there, leave the phone and come. It is very difficult to manage like that, but slowly if you do it, then definitely you can change it, because you have it. If you follow any 21 days habit, it will become a habitual, right? So if you start doing that, definitely they will change. It's not a rocket science, you can call. And kids will be very like they'll learn very quickly. So whatever it is, it's a good thing or a bad thing, so you know how to deal with it.
Yes, ma'am, that's really great. And yes, mobile phones are always like the bad effects are more if you don't know how to operate it in a good way. So
Yeah.
children are really unaware of it very much compared to us, the adults. So Hasini ma'am, do you have anything more to ask?
Yeah, like do you have any advice for the young ECCD teachers to how to strike a balance with happy early childhood education and to make a happy parent?
See, first of all, like they should follow the Montessori based method, because I feel the Montessori method is like you're understanding the child needs. You're not putting whatever you want to teach, you're not putting that. You are understanding every child is a different, right? If some child is interested in painting, some child will be interested in sports, so you cannot force other one to do this one. He won't be interested in that one. So you should understand that. You should little bit you should understand the child's psychology as well. If you know the child's psychology, so if he is playing, if he is interested in painting, let him do painting. If other one is interested in sports, let's that kid play in the sports. So basically teacher should know what kids psychology is. So we what I request or I suggest is all the ECCA centers should take a little bit of child psychology training. So it will be add on to that process, and it will be very useful for kids and parents as well. And mostly they should tell strict instructions to parents. Please don't send the junk food in the box. That's the main thing. If it starts from the food, right? So if they tell that, like the parents will be working and they find chocolate or a biscuit, something, they'll pack it and they'll send it. So when teachers say that don't send this one in the school, one person, even for example, I'm not introduced to any of the junk. I'm sending all the healthy food to school. Other child will be having chocolate ice cream. My children will see there and they definitely they'll tempt. So one kid is spoiling other kids. It should not become like that. So when they give strict instructions to parents, then everybody will follow them. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. And our principal, Mr. Hasman Jishan, who has given me the opportunity to conduct this, to involve with South Asian Association Summit, and Dr. Dheeraj to be here today and share his ideas with us today. Thank you very much, ma'am, for the wonderful discussion you did with us in this session today. Now I'd like to ask Hasini ma'am to come to the end and just wrap up the session today.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Sumaya. I guess with that we can wind up the session. So thank you, Ms. Savita, for sharing your expertise, for sharing your knowledge, and not only as a not only as a educator, but also as a mother. I personally gain a lot, and I believe all the viewers would do the same. So thank you very much, Mrs. Savita, for sharing everything with us. And I would like to thank I would like to thank Dr. Malhotra for giving his advice all the time, and our president, Mr. Janaka Kamalgude, for being the backbone of everything. And thank you, Ms. Sumaya, for hosting this interview. And I take this an opportunity to once again invite all 7 countries to join with us to have a wonderful live session in June. So I hope you all will participate for that event, and we have a lot of sessions planned in between. So I guess you'll provide your fullest cooperation for those activities as well. So with that, I guess we can wind up this wonderful session. Once again, thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.